Everyone, my name is Kaseem. Welcome to the $1 Million Challenge. In today's video, we are going to talk about what you need to open a business bank account, the process, how to open a business bank account. We're going to talk about that in today's video. Now, I did a first video on this topic. I'm going to link the video right here in the middle of the screen. You can go and check out that video. That video will give you a basically step-by-step guide on how to open an LLC, because you need an LLC in order for you to open a business bank account. So you need to get that sorted first. So go check out that video first. So let's fast forward and we say you've checked out the video, you understand the video, you have your articles of incorporation, you have your EIN, you have your business ready to go with the Secretary of State, you have your LLC, everything is all set up. So what is next? That's a question that you must be asking yourself. I would say the next thing that you need to do is to set up a business bank account. I know, you can wait a little bit until you start making some money in your business. But if you know it's a business that you're going to get into and you're going to start making money right away, for example, like the Turo business that I'm in, it's relatively simple. I buy the car, clean it up, make it look nice, make it smell good, put it on Turo. As soon as it gets rented out, business income will start coming in. So I need a business bank account right away. Even though I'm not making much money, but I would recommend it's better to have a business bank account. What separates an individual from the business is more paperwork. Okay, more paperwork. You need to be able to track absolutely everything. You need to be able to show proof of absolutely everything, even more so when you have your own business. So I recommend right off the bat, open a business bank account. Most of them is relatively cheap. I would say start with your bank. Start with your bank that you currently bank with. The reason why I say that is like you have personal relationship with them. You might have credit cards. You might have, checking accounts. You might have auto loan. So it's better to start with the bank that you already use. You have a relationship with them. So if you are opening a business bank account, they're able to see your history instead of starting brand new with a brand new bank. Now, you can't start with a brand new bank, but I just would recommend it's better to start with a bank that you already know and you're working with. So let's get right into it. Some of the things that you're gonna need when you're ready to go into the branch to open your business bank account. Some of this stuff are absolutely needed. Matter of fact, the bank teller will probably pull it from the government anyways. And I'm talking about your articles of incorporation. That's basically the birth certificate of your business. If I want to put it like that way, it's basically the paperwork that your business was birthed this day, it was registered this day, and from the state is an official paperwork. So you take that with you to the bank. That's the first thing you need. You need your articles of incorporation. The next thing you need is your EIN. You need your EIN, so that way you have your articles of incorporation and you have your business social security number or NI number. You basically need your tax ID number and your official business birth certificate. Basically, that's what you need to that's the two main documents that you need. So after you get all that stuff situated, you get all your documents intact, you need to basically do a meeting with yourself, documented. Basically, you need to do your minutes. You need to have a meeting with yourself, basically saying that we are going to open a business bank account because the business needs the bank account. So you need to do a meeting with yourself, and out of that, the minutes comes out of it. Okay, and within the meetings, you need to basically come up with a resolution to open a bank account. It's just a declaration that says, hey, the business decide during this meeting, the business decide that we're gonna open a business bank account. Very important, very, very important to do that. You should definitely do that. And once you have those information, then you can print out all of them. You can print out the information and take it to your local banker. So when you get to your local bank and you want to talk to their small business person, most banks usually would have a dedicated small business relationship manager. They want to build a relationship with you as a small business. They want you to grow, because when you grow, you're going to borrow money from the bank because that's the bank that you've been using for a while. So they want to build a relationship with you. They want you to grow. So go there, go talk to them. Hopefully, you go to the bank that you have a great relationship with. You have good credit cards, you have on-time payments, you have good history with them. So go to that bank that you have the greatest relationship with, open the business bank account, and you're going to take all the the documents with you. I have it listed here. That's why I'm looking now. You're going to take your articles of incorporation. That's one document. The next one, you're going to take your EIN. That's another document. If you want, you can take the minutes with you, but it's not really necessary. But I would just still take it. It just shows that you're very well prepared, and you can go above and beyond to get what you need to get done. It's good to show that to your bankers as you guys are building a relationship. So you need your minutes from that particular meeting. You need the minutes for that. And then you also need to do a draft resolution for the decision that the business is making to open a bank account. So you need a draft resolution. So it's 4 documents: articles of incorporation, EIN, minutes, and resolution. You need resolution to open a bank account. So when you have all that stuff in place, then you go ahead, you talk to your banker. Here's a little excerpt of me talking to my banker.
Get a new car, and then whatever rental payments that you get
it's
from
coming
that,
in, they're using it too. Yeah. That's the main thing that I was thinking. But I was saying to myself, because I don't want to over leverage myself.
Exactly.
Case in point, what happened with COVID?
Yeah.
Can you imagine people that couldn't rent their cars out and the car was just sitting there or whatever?
Yeah.
So I want to have a little bit of skin in the game and then have.
And see how business goes.
Yeah, some firing power.
Instead of getting like, all right, let me get another car, now I have 3. Maybe if we just operate with 2, let's see how that works out.
Sure.
If we're having multiple clients trying to rent, but I don't have a vehicle,
sure.
Then maybe we look at, all right, maybe it's time to get another one.
Yeah.
That's just business right there that we're missing out on.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's how I'm trying to do it. Just slowly but surely.
Yeah.
As you guys can see, they're trying to ask you a little question. They'll ask you some questions about, what your vision is for your business, what you're trying to do. They get to know you, the person, and they might schedule you to come in maybe after 3 months and, come talk to them, see how the business is going. And then after that, they might even schedule you to come and talk to them again. Remember, when you're starting off your business, nobody really knows you like that. Typically you need 2 years of your business existing for your business to be well known, 2 years of tax return. So, this is the process of building the business. This is it right here. So let me show you some of the few documents that I basically took and how I got them. So, some of them you already have Articles of incorporation, you should have that once you open your business with your Secretary of State. EIN, you get that directly from the IRS, so you should have that. Now, the minutes, you can create that, as a secretary of the company, because as a one-man team, you do everything. So you can create the minutes, and out of the minutes, you come out with the resolution. Now, once you have that, then you're good to go. Let me show you some websites that could help you in creating some of those information. So here are some of the information that you need to have in your resolution. Resolution to open a bank account. You need to have all this basic information in there. You need to have the LLC name, address. You need to have the name, bank name and address. You leave a little space for bank account. Once it's open, you fill it in, and then you put the dates of the minutes when the resolution was adopted. You put it within the body of the letter, and then you certify it by signing it at the bottom. Most banks won't even really require this, but I recommend you do it because it just make you look good in front of your banker that this is a person that knows how to get their paperwork together. Because the difference between the individual and the business is more paperwork. You got to keep up with the paperwork. You got to get the paperwork in order, because in business, right, forming LLC and all these things, there's something called piercing the corporate veil. So let's say, God forbid, if there's ever a situation where there's a lawsuit, someone can try to claim that, hey, your business is really not a business because you cannot provide any documents to show like you've been running it like a business. So part of showing that you've been running stuff like a business is by having your profit and loss statement, having your balance sheets, having your minutes in order, having your resolutions in order, having being up to date with your public filings. These are all things that you need to do as a business. So it just looks good on you if, let's say, you're trying to go to the bank and build a relationship with the bank. The banker will look at you a lot better when they see that, oh, okay, this person is even going beyond what I really need them to do. So these are the information that you need to have in your resolution to open a bank account. So you can go on this website. I'm going to leave the link below. Some of them, they give you a free template. Matter of fact, let me pull up the website and see what the template looks like. So you can see right here that, you have a template here that you can basically download, fill it in, and you can obviously modify it, change the wording to match, some of the things that you want to have in the resolution. But here is a template. They have templates of all these things pretty much free online. You can download them, get them for free, and you can go through them. But I would recommend you just go with those 4 documents. Go there with your articles of incorporation, EIN, your minutes, and your resolution. And when you go there with those, they'll open the bank account for you and get you set up. So to finalize things here, this is a little version of my own that I set up for my company. Unfortunately, this is the internet. I can't leave my information up there. But yeah, this is a draft copy, and basically all the list of information that I spoke to you about earlier, you basically list those here. Those things that you need to have: bank account name, bank name, all those information, you need to list it in resolution to open a bank account. And then once you have all the documents, you make your appointment. You go see the small business advisor at your bank that you're trying to build a relationship with, and then you just go in there, you talk to them, and pretty much that is pretty much it. You talk to them, you go through it, you open a bank account, and they might say, hey, look, listen, come back in 3 months, let's talk, let's see how the business is going. Then you go from there. And then, when you go there, maybe after that 3 months, they will say, hey, we see that you're making money, we see that you're doing this. I think you need to do this, get your credit like this, get your business credit going on. Stay tuned. I'm going to do a video on setting up business credit very soon. Get your business credit going. And then maybe come see us after like 6 months or 8 months of being in operation. So that's pretty much it from the process of opening a bank account in my experience. So that is pretty much it with the process of opening a bank account based off of my experience. Now, if you find value in this information, please subscribe to the channel. The goal of the channel is to get to $1 million and show you guys the process. So I'm in my process now. So subscribe. Hey, you never know what you can pick up along the way, and some ideas that might come along to you along the way. So subscribe to the channel. Until next time, see you later. Love you all. Bye.